Men, dads, let me talk to you for a minute. Or give me about 5, maybe 6 minutes. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. In my 20s, in my 30s, and yeah, even in my 40s. Some big ones, some painful ones, some that cost me things I can't get back. Decisions that kept me up at night looking at the ceiling while I laid in bed. Moments I wish I could rewind and do a hell of a lot differently. And if you're a man listening to this right now, chances are you've got some of those moments too. I'll give you a minute. Think about some of those moments. Moments where you look back and think, man, I should have handled that differently. Maybe it was a relationship. Maybe it was money. Maybe it was how you treated someone. Maybe it was how you treated yourself. We don't treat ourselves that great sometimes. But here's something I've learned as I've gotten older. Making mistakes is part of being a man who is actually out here living. Making mistakes is part of being a man who is actually out here living. You took risks, you tried things, and you stepped into the arena of life. And when you step into the arena, you're going to fall sometimes. And it's okay to fall. It's okay to fail. It's okay for people to see you fall, and it's okay for people to see you fail. But let's be honest about something. When you fall, people are going to talk about it. Some people will bring up the past, and they'll remember you for who you used to be. They will remember you for who you used to be 10, 20 years ago. They'll point at your failures like that's the only chapter in your story, like that's the only page in your fucking book. And as men, especially as dads, that can weigh heavy on us because we're trying to grow. We're trying to become better. We're trying to become better fathers, better men, better leaders, and to our families, and better for our communities. But sometimes the world keeps pointing backwards. They want to remind you of your worst moments. But here's the thing I want every man listening to this to understand. People can talk about my mistakes all they want. They can question my decisions, they can doubt me, they can judge me. But there's one thing they'll never get the privilege of seeing. They will never see me quit. Now let me say that again. People can talk about your mistakes all they want. They can question your decisions, they can doubt you, and they can judge you, brother. But there is one thing they should never get the privilege of seeing. They should never see you quit. Because a real man, a real father is not defined by the mistakes he made. He's defined by the fact that he kept getting back up. Every time life knocked him down, he got back up. Every time he messed up, he learned something. Every time the world counted him out, he stood back up and kept moving forward. And dads, listen to me on this. I'm going to say it over and over again. Your kids don't need a perfect father. They need a father who keeps trying, a father who keeps growing, a father who shows them what resilience looks like. Because one day your kids are going to make mistakes too. And what they'll remember isn't that their dad was perfect. They'll remember that their dad never quit. They'll remember that when life got hard, when things got messy, when mistakes were made, dad kept going. Dad kept showing up. Dad kept fighting to become a better man. That's the example we leave behind. So if you're a man listening to this right now, and maybe you're carrying some regret, maybe you've got people judging you, maybe people still talk about the old version of you, let them talk. Brother, let them talk. Fuck them. Let them bring up your past. But make sure of one thing, brother. They never get the satisfaction of watching you walk away from the fight. Stand back up. Keep building your life. Keep growing as a man. Keep showing up for your kids. Because real men, real dads, we don't run from our mistakes. We rise from them. And if this message spoke to you today, share it with another dad. Share it with another man that's not even a dad who might need to hear this. This is That Dope Dad Podcast, a place where we empower men to grow, lead, and become the fathers our kids deserve. If you got time, go over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and give us a rating. Keep going, brother. And remember, they will never see you quit.